Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cuppa. Welcome, welcome. And it's Thursday. It is Thankful Thursday. So come on in with some gratitude this morning and let me get this shared out on Facebook. Yeah, I have to find it, of course. Takes it a minute, I think, to start streaming, but y'all can find it like right now. So let's see if we can get you in here. And let's see, they've changed some things on Restream. Hopefully it's going to work right. So when you find it, just hit the share button. Boy, they really changed a lot of things, didn't they? All right. Well, I'm on Enlightened World, and there it is. So let me share this. Let's see who's going to be the first one to pop in here. Share, share, share. And it's Kelly Bach. Hi, Kelly. Yes, I had a much better night, a calm night. I actually slept quite a bit, so very, very happy about that. So I'm just doing some sharing before we get started into our heart brain. And there we go. Okay, well now, welcome. Let's go into our hearts. So the first thing we do is touch the heart center. And by doing that, it brings your focus right there, right to your heart. Breathe in slowly and breathe out slowly and gently. Good morning, Kathy Hand. And breathe in again. Just let your body come to center. Focus on balance as you breathe that breath in. Breathing in, holding it, and taking a longer time to breathe it back out. And then we add in something that makes our heart happy, whatever that might be. Just breathe it into your heart center. Breathe in love. Breathe in joy. Breathe in gratitude. This is Gratitude Day, Thankful Thursday. So breathe it in and release that gratitude out into the world. Raise the vibration with your gratitude. And now we say our affirmations. I am enough. I am worthy. I am amazing. Miracles happen every day. Opportunities show up everywhere. I am a spark of the divine. I am love. I am light. I am joy. And I love myself. Oh, those affirmations feel so good to say. And Deirdre just came in. I'm sure she's going to tell us how many days we have been doing those affirmations together. And I'm looking to see if anybody else came in. Nope, that's it. Well, thank you for being here. Ooh, that was day 360. In 5 more days, we will hit a full year of saying those affirmations together. And it got started because that's a great way to manifest. When we say those affirmations, we're telling ourselves how it is. We're telling ourselves that I am, And then all of those things just kind of fall into place, don't they? Everything comes together when we get into the I am mode. And remember, all you have to say is I am. You don't have to add any explanations, add anything that's what you want or what you think. All you have to do is get into the power of I am. And then everything just flows, and you'll know that you are worthy. You'll know that you are enough because it's that powerful when you are who you truly are, which is a spark of the divine. Okay. Andrea, good morning. I'm so glad you found us, darling. We just finished our affirmations. And Kim McElwain, good morning to you. Well, it is Thankful Thursday. So what you got to be thankful for? Let's share some wonderful gratitude with each other. I am grateful for a good night's sleep. I have had some really terrible nights where I couldn't even go to sleep because of all the issues I've been having. And hopefully they're going to get to the bottom of it and figure out what the heck is going on with Teri Angel and get it fixed, whatever that might be. Get it, as our Gracie says, get it repaired. Kathy, I'm thankful that I sold 30 pairs of earrings to my friend's boutique. How awesome. That's only a beginning, Kathy. And that's an amazing beginning. I'm so proud of you and so happy for you. Miracles happen every day. Let those miracles keep flowing in your life. Kim McElwain, you're grateful for life. I love that. I am too. I'm grateful for waking up every morning and just being able to say thank you, God, for another day. Thank you that I've been given another opportunity to make an influence in whatever way I can. If I can smile at somebody and brighten their day, that's making an influence. That's changing the world, one person at a time. We're not asked to go speak on the mountaintop to multitudes. We're asked to just be that spark in the world that others can see. How is Gracie? Well, last time I heard from Gracie, she was doing great. She's still working 2 jobs, so she's extremely busy. And that's why we haven't seen so much of her here on Cuppa. But I'm hoping that she'll be able to jump in here on some days and join us in the discussion because I love when she's here. There's a wonderful discussion when Gracie comes in, and she's so deep. I love that. All right. Andrea Gregg is grateful for her new day. Yes, yes, yes. Deirdre says it's so dark outside with a lot of rain this morning. Oh boy. Well, we are getting ready to spring forward, aren't we? So, yeah, we're going to lose an hour, but I think, if I'm thinking correctly, we'll have more time in the evening. That's how it works, I think. I dislike daylight savings time, but I do like having more time in the evening when it's light and not dark at 5:30. Deirdre's grateful for my peas. Absolutely. All right, keep sharing your gratitude. That's what lifts us. That's what helps us to lift that frequency and that vibration to be together. So the angels did a message last night. Let's see if I can find it here on my computer. It's a beautiful message. Seeing with the heart. And Kim says, yes, you have more time in the evening. That's how I thought it worked. But yeah, sometimes I get confused. Like, are we having more morning? Are we having more evening? What the heck are we doing? So anyway, y'all ready for story time? And we can get that going and hear from the beautiful Kuan Yin and from Yogananda, who are going to celebrate the anniversary of his passing on the 7th. So in 2 more days, we'll be celebrating our Yogananda, and there's celebrations going on around the world for our Yogananda and really honoring him. And one of his gurus passed 2 days after, well, not the same year, but the anniversary is 2 days after Yogananda's. So I know the Yogata Center is going to be doing a big special celebration this year for the two of them. Linda Lemieux, good morning, darling. All right, so if you're ready for story time, I'm ready to share it with you. And keep sharing your gratitude. Keep telling me what you're grateful for, and let's all just gather around that energy of gratitude. Okay, so me and technology not getting along this morning. Hang on with me. All right, there you all are. Kathy says, thank you all. I just received small Japanese feng shui bells to put on my sun catchers. They each have a soft, lovely sound. Oh, I can't wait to see that, Kathy. That's awesome. All right, seeing with the heart. I'm trying to get it where I can read it and still see your comments, and it just goes flaky on me. Okay, there it is. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. That's a quote from Helen Keller. There are some truths in life that cannot be explained through the physical senses. They cannot be measured, photographed, or proven through logic alone. Yet they are the very things that give life its meaning: love, compassion, faith, courage, hope, and joy. Helen Keller knew this truth perhaps better than most. When she was just shy of 2 years old, an illness took away both her sight and her hearing. For many people, this would have seemed like an unimaginable tragedy. Yet to Helen, it was simply the landscape of her life. She did not spend her days focusing on what she could not do. Instead, she leaned into what was possible. Everything changed when her teacher, Annie Sullivan, entered her life when Helen was 7 years old. Anne did more than teach Helen how to communicate. She opened a doorway to the world. Through patience, persistence, and deep compassion, she helped Helen realize that her limitations were not barriers to greatness. With this guidance, Helen Keller went on to become an author, a speaker, an activist, and an advocate for those living with disabilities. Her life became a beacon of inspiration that continues to illuminate hearts around the world, even more than half a century after her passing. It's remarkable to think that someone who could neither see nor hear was able to help millions of people see life more clearly. This is the magic of the heart. The heart does not rely on physical senses to recognize truth. The heart feels the invisible currents of love and purpose that guide us forward. It recognizes beauty where the eyes might overlook it. It hears encouragement where the ears might miss it. And often, this awareness arrives through other people. Anne Sullivan appeared in Helen's life as a teacher, but she was also what many would call an earth angel, a soul who shows up at exactly the right moment to help another remember their strength. We all encounter these kinds of souls during our journey. They may appear as teachers, friends, family members, mentors, or even strangers whose words touch something deep within us. When I reflect on my own life and the many people who have crossed my path during the Peace on Earth tour, I realize how many souls have stepped forward as guides, encouragers, and quiet supporters of the mission. Sometimes their influence is small and gentle, like a whisper. Other times it arrives as a powerful reminder that we are never walking this path alone. Dear angels, how can we recognize the beauty and guidance that cannot be seen with our physical eyes? And how do we know when we are meant to inspire others? Dear ones, the heart was designed to perceive what the senses cannot. While the eyes search for form and the ears listen for sound, the heart listens for truth. It recognizes sincerity, compassion, and divine connection in ways that the mind cannot fully explain. When you feel warmth toward another soul, kindness moves through you without effort. When compassion arises before judgment, these are the languages of the heart. In these moments, you are perceiving with your divine nature rather than your physical senses. Many souls enter your life as guides, just as Anne Sullivan did for Helen Keller. These guides are not always recognized immediately. Sometimes they appear as teachers, sometimes as friends, sometimes as a stranger whose simple words awaken something deep within you. These are the quiet miracles of human connection. Yet, understand this as well, beloved ones. You are also this guide for others. You do not need fame, recognition, or extraordinary circumstances to inspire another soul. A moment of patience can change someone's day. A word of encouragement can restore someone's hope. A compassionate presence can remind another human being that they are not alone. Your influence travels farther than you realize. Just as Helen Keller's life continues to inspire long after her earthly journey ended, every act of kindness creates ripples that moves through time and space. The beauty you seek in the world already lives within your heart. When you allow that love to flow outward, you become both the receiver and the giver of grace. So don't question whether you are inspiring others. Simply live with an open heart. The rest unfolds naturally. The angels whisper, the heart is your truest sense. Through it, you perceive love, purpose, and the divine presence in all things. What cannot be seen by the eyes is often the most real. Trust the quiet knowing within you. Each act of kindness, each moment of compassion, each gentle encouragement is a light placed along another soul's path. You are never just passing through someone's life. You are helping illuminate it. So today, I promise to find more ways to inspire others through acts of compassion daily. So I want to put up one sentence from what the angels said. Let me put it in here in the comments, because this one really struck me when I heard it. While the eyes search for form and the ears listen for sound, the heart listens for truth. Do you love that? I love this sentence. So many times we focus on what our eyes can see or what our ears can hear. And we go with that. We run with that. Like, oh, this is all there is, right? What I can see, what I can hear. But we're forgetting that our heart is so intelligent. Our heart thinks. Our heart speaks. So I love this message, and I love that they told it to us in this way. Okay, so let's see who else came in. Darlene, good morning to you. And Linda says, grateful for my two sons are getting along and have visited several times. Linda, that makes my heart so happy. I'm so, so grateful that that is happening. And I know that your younger son has to feel so much better and safer in the world with someone else to talk to and to see him. Darlene says, I didn't get a chance to tell you because I was driving on Tuesday. The song that you did with Leo and Brooke is amazing. Oh, thank you, honey. I'm going to play it again today. So I'm glad that you all like this song. I was with Leo and I said, I think the P's really love this new song. And he agreed. He could see the comments that you all were making and how much you did enjoy it. Kelly is grateful that her kids are coming home for a visit tomorrow and will be here for a week. How awesome for you, Kelly Bach. I'm so happy about that. Jennifer Langren, good morning. Michelle Landers, good morning. You're still waiting to hear back from the TV station. All right, darling, thank you for reaching out. I reached out to our Michelle because y'all know I'm going to the transplant games in June, and our team, the Florida team, I want you all to root for the Florida team this year at the transplant games. We just are asking for more exposure to what we're doing. This is really an amazing event. It happens every 2 years, and whoever's going from whatever state, that's the team that you're on, and then we compete. We compete with others throughout the country, some throughout the world, because there are people all over the world that come to these events. So I reached out to Michelle because she has some connections with media to see if maybe they would like to interview me and some of my teammates and let us share about what we're doing. So thank you, Michelle, for making that call. And Kelly Bach, I'm grateful for everything that makes my life possible, especially the IVIG infusions I get that are made from hundreds of blood donations. Oh, so happy for you that you're able to get that treatment. And let's see what else we got going on. Kathy Hand said another beautiful message to remind us to show loving kindness. Absolutely. And yeah, it was quite a deep message, wasn't it, Deirdre? After this message came through last night, and it was kind of late when it came through, around 1 o'clock in the morning, I guess, I turned on some YouTubes that I listen to for inspiration and for hope, and I found Paul Wyrostic. And Paul did a channeled message. If you haven't heard that, I believe it was from either the Galactic Federation or the Pleiadians. And if you want, I can find that video again and share it with you. But it was a beautiful channeled message. And the gist of it is, it's time. It's time for us light workers to shine our light. And I so resonated with that channeled message that came through Paul. And if you're not familiar with Paul Wyrostic, he is a beautiful light worker, and he shares a lot of things that come through him that are channeled through. If you remember Diana, she loved Paul, and she wrote a book with him. Kathy, the heart feels more than the tangible signs. Absolutely. Kim says our heart overrides our mind. Always come from the heart. Always. Always check in with your heart when you're going to make a decision, make a choice. Just know that the heart will never lie to you. It'll always tell you truth. Good morning, Annie 7. And Deirdre says, Paul sent me his new ebook, and yes, that message is part of it. Oh, yay, Deirdre. Yay, yay, yay. Yes, Paul is an amazing person. I really love all that he has done for us with channeled messages and his writings. So Kuan Yin says, the phoenix will rise. You are not permitted to enter into the divine fire of personal transformation unless you are capable and worthy of the challenge. The reward bestowed at the other side of the journey is such that all suffering throughout is redeemed. No matter what struggle you have endured, you shall rise again. This is your destiny. It is our destiny to come from our heart, to share love and light into the world, to step up as light workers and just really be that force in the world that others need to see and hear and communicate with. So I love these messages. Yes, thank you, Deirdre. I couldn't remember the names. Anchor Light was the book that Diana and Paul wrote together. All right, so what does Yogananda, our beautiful guru, have to say? It is the duty of the guru and the disciple to be loyal to each other, not only in one life, but for many lives, if these are necessary to reach God. Those who are 100% loyal to a guru can be sure of ultimate liberation and ascension. One may have many teachers, but only one guru, who remains as one's guru in many different lives until the disciple reaches the final goal of emancipation in God. You must remember this once that relationship is formed. Yeah, I know there was maybe a couple of years ago, there was a saying that started going around, I am my own guru, and we are. We have all that wisdom inside of us. We don't have to go to an outside being to be inspired, to hear messages. But once you find somebody that you resonate with, that challenges you in your spiritual growth, you want more of that. This is what I have found with Yogananda. I want more. I want to know. Just when I went to India, I wanted to know what he saw with his physical eyes. I wanted to know what he heard with his ears. But more importantly, I wanted to feel that energy of the land that he grew up in. I wanted to see how he got his start in life when he was a child, as he was walking in that country. And he wrote about it so beautifully in his book, Autobiography of a Yogi. He wrote about the land that he grew up in. He wrote about experiences. And his guru found him. He found him and told him what his purpose was in life. So sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes if you're having that close walk with a teacher, a mentor, a guru, whatever you want to call them, it opens you up, just like what Yogananda just said. It opens you to that clear path to God. So we don't pray to our gurus. We don't see them as God. Well, they are part of God, just like we are. But the ultimate goal is that closeness with God and that further understanding of who God is and what we are and how it all fits together like a little puzzle. So, oh, Deirdre, I love you so much, honey. I just speak, and that's my purpose in life, is to bring forth the words that will inspire hope, will inspire others to see what I see, that light that's in each of us, that light that is God, that guides and helps us along our way. So if you haven't found someone to inspire you, just ask. Ask God, will you please send me my person? Will you send me that one that's going to challenge me to grow more, to stay in that positive energy, that's going to raise my frequency up to the God frequency, because that's where we're going. This earth is in an ascension mode. It is raising up higher and higher. And if you're still stuck in the mud in that 3D energy, then it's time to get with the program. And that was Paul's message, and that's my message. It's time for us as light workers to step up to our full potential. And we can, and we will. And yes, I will. That's my promise. If you can make that promise, just type in, yes, I will. I'll step up to my true potential. I'll step up to whatever. And as the message said, you don't have to shout from the mountaintop. You can just smile at somebody, and that's raising the frequency. You can say a warm word. You can encourage somebody in what they're doing, and that is living your potential. That's you being you and staying in that I am innocence, in that I am presence. Up, 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 and higher yet. Oh my gosh. I so miss my friend Sharon, the one where that came from. When she would preach, every time she would preach, she would ask that question, where are we going? And the whole congregation would fill in the words. We're going higher yet. And I'm so happy that Leo put that in his and Brookie's song. It's amazing. And Paul got you unstuck. Sometimes it takes another person to show us our magnificence. And I agree, Deirdre, there's certain teachers that can just make it click for us. We just resonate, and that's because we've done it with them over and over again. Lifetime after lifetime, we meet up with our soul family, and we learn from each other, and we grow together. All right, so that has brought us to our prayer time, and then we have enough time to play Leo's song. So while you all are putting in the prayers, I'm going to jump over to YouTube and find our song. So that when we get through with the prayers, we'll end our day together listening to that new song. I've been listening more and more to Edgar Cayce lately, and I'm so excited about our retreat because we're going to go to that Edgar Cayce Center in Virginia Beach, and I'm very excited about that. Okay, so let me get this. It's ready for us. So as soon as we have everybody put in your prayers, I'll lift them up. We'll lift them up together, and then we'll listen to our Leo and Brookie and me on this new recording. That's our new Cuppa song. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. We have Charlie Coons with us this morning. Charlie, we have been praying for you and hoping that you are stronger and stronger every day. All right, so Deirdre gave us our daily prayer. Kelly says, I pray I can be a positive influence in someone's life, even though I am stuck in bed. Absolutely. Just sending a word of inspiration to somebody, that's a positive influence. And Kelly, you're with us on Cuppa, and we all love you so dearly and have welcomed you with open arms there. So you are making a positive influence, my friend. All right, Deirdre, thank you. We're offering up prayers for all humans, for Gaia, for all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, our troops, and lifting all troops up right now that's involved in conflict and away from family, praying for their safety, for our United States, the UK, India, Iran, healing for Teri and her family, and any traveling P's. And I want to add also any country that's going through conflict right now. There's still conflicts going on. There's still wars being fought, but it's getting to a point where I think world leaders are beginning to get the message that war is something that can end and will end. So, Charlie, let us know how you're doing, honey. You're hopefully going home today. Ooh, I thought it was another 2 weeks, so I'm happy to hear that. Thank you, Andrea Gregg. Prayers for all in need and love to all. Thank you. And Deirdre, love that you are encouraging Kelly. That's just what I'm talking about. Stepping up, being who you are as a light worker. And so, Kelly, you can do amazing things from bed too. I hardly ever leave home, but I do help people from here. Yes, you do, Deirdre. And we all can do that. You know, it's the day of technology where you can blast out a positive message and let that fall on whoever eyes that it falls on. Okay, Linda, okay, encouraging Charlie. And Charlie, we do pray that you get to go home today and that you are feeling stronger every day. So let's remember anyone who's going through their physical challenges, emotional challenges, mental challenges, and yes, even spiritual challenges. And let's lift up this beautiful family of light workers, our angelic river family, our P's for peace, and let's just lift joyfully up to God right now. So take in that breath, connect into your heart center, and let's let our hearts give these prayers to God as we raise our vibration up, 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 and we go to the Creator, laying down these prayers, knowing that they're all seen, they're all acknowledged. The Divine is looking at each one right now. Divine Mother, holding us, loving us. Jesus, seeing our hurts. He is the Master Healer, so allow that healing to take place. We thank you, God. We thank you to all of Divine for guiding our lives, for bringing miracles to us, for helping us through our days when we're having challenges. We love you, we bless you and honor you as the giver of all life, the giver of all love, and the giver and bringer of all miracles and answered prayers. Om Shanti, Om Peace in our hearts, in our homes, and in our world. And amen. It's so beautiful to come together in prayer, isn't it? All right, so it is time. Are you ready? Are you ready to go up, up, up? Because I know I am. So let's get it going. Our hearts, on your heart center, and you're breathing.
Higher and higher and higher, yeah. Beyond the clouds, past the sun, that's where we're headed. By the power of the Spirit, guided by purpose, raising consciousness. Up, 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 we gonna raise the fire, high and high, till we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up, 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 intentions. We off to another dimension. Up we go. Let love lead the way. Up we go. No time to hesitate. Up we go. Man, it feels so good. Up we go.
Spread the love. Breathe that love out into the world.
There was a time when I didn't know what to do. I'd focus my mind on things that just made me blue. No reason, no rhyme, making the negative true. I didn't know what else to do, but then I found my groove. We're going up above to a higher plane, up above, where we can't complain, up above, where we can't refrain from anything bringing us down. Up above to a higher plane, up above, where we can't complain, up above, where we can't refrain from anything bringing us down.
Up we go now. Raise the vibe high and high as we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up we go now. Raise the vibe high and high. Set your intentions. We off to another dimension. Up we go. Let love lead the way. Up we go. No time to hesitate. Up we go. And it feels so good. Up we go. We going higher, higher, yeah. We going higher, higher, yeah. Going higher, higher, yeah.
We're going higher and higher and higher, yeah.
Up we go now. Raise the vibe high and higher to the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up we go now. And it feels so up we go. Going higher, higher, yeah. Going higher, higher, yeah. Going higher, higher, yeah.
We're going higher and higher and higher, yeah.
Going higher, higher, yeah.
I hope you love that song as much as I love that song. I just think it's perfect. And thank you, Leo. Thank you, Brookie. And thank you, sweet baby Max. And Deirdre, I have to say, I agree with you. Doesn't he look like Freddie Mercury in that picture on the cover? Yes, and that was one of my favorite artist vocalists of all time was Freddie Mercury with Queen. Oh, thank you, Charlie. And I hope all of us have a blessed, beautiful day. Let's make it that. Let's make it a great day with things to celebrate and people that we reach out to and share our light. I love you so much. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. I will see you later. Aloha.